What's good, y'all? L Famous on the check-in, living my life, not thinking about it twice. You heard? Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share this dope content if you like it. You heard? Let's get it. Now this one here is about the legendary blood dude, Gunz. You heard? From out of Harlem, New York. You heard? Free my bro. Free him. You heard? Free him. You heard? Now, if you know Gunz or you know his rep, you already know his handle. Gunz is official. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the first official big homies that I was around. You heard? And he came through Clinton 1998, I believe. You heard? I think that was 1998 or, yeah, it was either 1998 or 1999, but I believe it was 1998 he came through Clinton. And when he came through Clinton, now, first of all, let me tell you something about Gunz. Gunz is official because, and the reason why Gunz is a big homie, because Gunz moved like a big homie. You know what I'm saying? When he came to Clinton, remember I told y'all in some of my blood stories that when I first got to Clinton, the Bloods wasn't in order like that. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of Bloods there, but dudes wasn't together. Dudes ain't have no weapons in the yard. Bloods was getting hit. Certain Bloods wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Bloods was just moving like lames in there at that time. So you did have a group of Blood niggas that, like us, me, John Woo, Fams, Mel Blood from out of Brooklyn. You had my homie Nice. You had Waterbed. You had I'm trying to think of the early Bloods that was there. You had CK. I'm not talking about CK from Brooklyn. I'm talking about CK from Albany. You heard? CK from Albany. He was there. Will from Buffalo. Will from Buffalo. You heard? He was homie. He was there. John Woo, Fams, Bad B. Had Bad B from Webster. You heard? He was there. So when Gunz came, it was a lot of homies there that all of us, the people that I just named, all of us was official. All of us was moving together. All of us was changing the narrative of what Blood looked like in Clinton at that time. So Gunz came. So now what the administration did was they let Gunz come to They didn't add him a segum right away. They let him come to population. So when he came to population, his first day in population, he was talking to a lot of his dudes that he knew in jail that wasn't Blood, that he knew from previous bids. And they was telling him, yo, man, them Blood niggas is whack here. Everything that we already knew, we was trying to get it together. Because all them dudes that I just named, we was starting to get it together because we all was just landing there and we was all getting familiar with one another. Peachy was there. Peachy was rolling with us. Peachy, when I got there, Peachy was non-trade. He wasn't even claiming like that. But when I got there and I put in my movie, he started claiming non-trade hard. He fucked with me hard. He loved me. I brought him back to this shit, you heard? Because he fell back. He wasn't even fucking with niggas, you heard? I'm keeping it real. Sorry for cursing, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Boom. So now... So we had some heavy hitters that was forming, you heard? But Gunz talked to his dudes that he knew that wasn't Blood, that from bidding, that told him, yo, them Blood dudes is corny, man. I'm telling you, you heard? So boom. So he wasn't feeling dudes. So he came out and first dudes he was spinning with was some young dude from Harlem, some Blood dude that dropped his flag. I ain't gonna name his name because he's my man. But anyway, he was spinning with him. He was from Harlem. Now, all them Harlem Bloods that fell back and dropped their flag in Clinton, You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't fly to be blood at the time. They perked up now because Ty Gunz here. Now you see them spinning with Ty Gunz on some Harlem joint. You know what I'm saying? So now he's spinning with his Harlem dudes. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. And then he sit off on the side. He talking to one of my to a dude that I had got at in the jail. Me and my homie G. My first movie in the jail, we got at. He talking to this nigga. You heard? Because that's his man from the island from years ago when they was adolescent. So he talking to him for like an hour in the yard. Word to my mother, he talking to him like for an hour in the yard. So boom, he finished talking to him. So boom, so he tell my homie John Woo, I think he told John Woo, and he told John Woo it was I think John Woo and he told John Woo to pull up on him, right? John Woo pulled up on him. You heard? He told John Woo, he told John Woo, yo, man, I heard there's a lot of suckers and a lot of food in this hood. Boom, 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 da-da-dum. Well, tell niggas that if niggas don't get at all the food, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is, you heard? So John Woo, I was the first nigga that he called. I was the first homie that he called, John Woo. He called me, he said, yo, L. And he had a smile on his face, right? Because he knew that whatever he was about to tell me was going to make me upset because he already knew how I was. You understand what I'm saying? So he was like, yo, L. I was like, what's good? So I think I was spinning with somebody from the Bronx, one of my little Bronx homies. So he like, yo, L. I'm like, what's good? He like, yo, that nigga Ty Gunz just said this and that. Yo, he just said that he heard there's a lot of food out here. And he said, homies better put it in or niggas is going to be niggas going to be food they self. You heard? So boom. So I said, I said immediately to John Woo, I said, yo, word to my mother. If I got to put in any work, you heard? That's word to my mother. I'm blowing homies too now. You heard? I swear to my mother. And John Woo, if you see this, B, you know that's what I told you that day. And you start laughing because you knew exactly what I meant. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was gonna start with them Harlem niggas. You heard? That's word of my mother. I was gonna start with them Harlem niggas that dropped their flag. You understand what I'm saying? That perked up when Ty Gunz came. You heard? Because all of a sudden this nigga Ty Gunz talked to the Harlem niggas first. Then he talked to the nigga that I got at on, and then he came with this speech. You know, he went to John Woo and told John Woo to tell all the homies, to give all the homies this ultimatum. You heard that they gotta either put in the work on all the niggas that been in the jail that's supposed to be food, you heard, or they gonna be food, you heard? You know what I'm saying? And I was the first nigga that John Woo came to tell that shit to. So I said, soon as John Woo told me that, I said, yo, Woo, that's word to my mother. If I gotta put in any work, that's word to my mother. I'm blowing blood niggas too after that, B. You heard? Word to my mother. You heard? So he was like, he started laughing like, yo, my nigga L. He like, chill, L, chill, L. Nah, you know, not you, L, not you. He ain't talking about you. I was like, nah, B. I caught a fence real quick, because I ain't know how Ty Gunz was coming, you heard? I ain't know how Ty Gunz was coming, you heard? So now I'm spinning the yard with my Bronx nigga like, telling my Bronx nigga like, yo, B, if anything, B, I'm telling you, B, if I gotta blow one of these blood niggas, these suck-ass blood niggas that been here a minute already, and these niggas drop their flag because these niggas is suckers and all that, yo, it's word to my mother, I'm going ham. I'm turning my gun on dudes that's supposed to be tough. That's word to my mother. And what I was gonna do, I was just gonna blow them niggas because I already knew who was the dirt. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna blow them dudes. And I'm telling you, it was like two of them dudes was from Harlem, B. You know what I'm saying? Because they were the ones that told Ty Gunz some sucker stuff, because they the ones that dropped their flag and they didn't want the real bloods to tell Ty Gunz the truth, and it could have been a chance that they could have been fooled, but they wasn't gonna be fooled because Ty Gunz don't get down like that. Ty Gunz roll with his borough. So Ty Gunz looked out for all his Harlem niggas. But they were scared, so they didn't know. They tried to beat bloods to the punch because they from Harlem and they knew Ty Gunz, so they try to beat Ty Gunz, beat Bloods to the punch by talking to Ty Gunz because they had a relationship with him from Harlem, and then Ty Gunz talked to the dude that I had got at, you know what I'm saying? Me and the homie G got at, that was 9, we all 9 Trey. He knocked my homie JB out 9 Trey. Me and my homie G got at him, you heard? And so I see Ty Gunz talking to him for like an hour, you know what I'm saying? So then all of a sudden he stop talking to him, then he get up with my man John Woo, that you know that got the most experience out of all of us in the yard, you know what I'm saying? Cause he been around all the heavy hitters, and he been shooting dudes and doing what he do, you know what I'm saying, around the state, you know what I'm saying? So boom, so John Woo like, yo, John Woo hear everything that Ty Gunz tell him that he want, and then he come and tell me as the first homie. So I get extremely on the defensive immediately. You heard? Immediately I get defensive. So boom. But my man John Woo let me know, nah, L, he ain't talking about you. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. So boom. So then like the next day, I pull up in the yard. Nothing happened that night. You know what I'm saying? No homies got shot. Nobody. John Woo told all the homies what was going on. So it was a lot of homies that was there that never put in no work. So they was on deck. So you know what I'm saying? But that's why I got mad, because I thought that it was a scheme going against me, and I was ready to go against everybody if I had to. You heard? I'm just keeping it 100, B. And I had a Bronx team in there. I had a mean Bronx team in there. You heard? My son Mo Blind, all kind of dudes. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I had all kind of dudes in there, B. You know what I'm saying? Dusty, all kind of dudes in there, B. You know what I'm saying? So now, boom. So now the next day, Ty Gunz pull up on me, and he like, yo, what's good, L? I heard about you, boom. I talked to the dude, Khalif, that's my man. You heard? He said, that's my man. He said, yo, he told me that you one of the only realest bloods in here, B. He told me that you one of the only realest bloods in here. You heard? And I knew he was telling the truth after he said that, because that's the same thing that Khalif told me, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, all right, you know what I'm saying? But I still ain't trust the dude, Ty Gunz, but I talked to him, and he told me some real thing. Like he eased me with letting me know that I ain't got nothing to worry about with him. You know what I'm saying? That Khalif is his man. That's why he was talking with him like that. And Khalif told him that I'm one of the only realest bloods in there. You heard? You know what I'm saying? So boom, everything was cool. So then boom. So now boom. So Ty Gunz in there for like about 5 days, about a week. Word to my mother, they just came one day and they locked Ty Gunz up and took him to Adam Seg. You heard? And Ty Gunz, I remember Ty Gunz was tight because he sent out a letter. He was mad tight because the way it happened is you could tell some homies somebody dropped the slip, but it wasn't homies. It was niggas. It was dudes in the jail, because when Ty Gunz got there, other dudes were scared to death that Ty Gunz got there. I'm talking about because they knew that Ty Gunz had the power to turn the Bloods into a major force. This is why I tell you, Ty Gunz didn't last no time in population. No time. They Adam Seg, they let Ty Gunz be in population for 4 or 5 days to try to get into something. So to try to get into something, they thought he was going to get into something. He almost did, because he told Bloods to start popping off on dudes. But lucky dudes never start popping off on Bloods, because if dudes would start popping off on Bloods, they would have used all that against Ty Gunz and got him out of there like that, and with a load of tickets. You know what I'm saying? But they seen that nothing was happening, so they was like, oh, all right, boom. They said, that's enough, and they got him out of there. And I think dudes dropped mad slips on him and got him out of there. They sent him to Adam Seg.